Hey beautiful, today in this video I want to share with you about emotional and mental spiritual detox on a low-fat raw vegan diet when you are losing weight. Now, a certain degree of detox is going to happen no matter what when you clean up your diet. It's also going to happen no matter how you're losing weight, even if it's in an unhealthy way or a different diet. So that's just kind of part of the process, and know that nothing is wrong, especially if you're going low fat raw vegan and you're not doing anything drastic. You're not water fasting, juice cleansing, anything like that. You're just eating maybe 3 meals a day. You're eating enough calories. Maybe that's only 2 meals a day. Maybe it's including intermittent fasting. Maybe it's not, but there's no kind of restriction happening. You're just doing the lifestyle. You're keeping your fat relatively low or as low as you need to for your body, and eating lots of fruit, eating lots of fresh vegetables, eating lots of greens, and you're feeling good. You're losing weight gradually. And then suddenly, a day or two, or maybe a week, or maybe every few days, you're having a lot come up. You're having a lot of emotions come up, maybe some negative thinking come up, maybe just feeling like you're off and you're not sure why, but you're looking in the mirror and you're like, dang, like I look good, like you can tell that you're getting leaner, you're feeling lighter, you're feeling like more comfortable in your body. Maybe exercise is easier or more enjoyable. Maybe you're more confident, socially, sexually. You're just feeling really good in your skin, but there's almost like this emotional, mental backlog of crud that is coming up and out, and that's exactly what's happening. That's okay. That is good. This is the time to just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, look at what you're doing. Make sure, be really honest with yourself about, is this, am I nourishing myself as much as possible? Are there any areas in my life that maybe I'm not getting my needs met? Because it's not just the food. The food is a really, really important piece of the health and happiness puzzle, but there are many other important pieces. Check in with yourself. Am I getting enough time outside? Am I getting enough heart connection? Am I maybe just feeling really lonely on this health and happiness journey? I know I felt like that at many different times on my journey, and that's part of what motivates me to share with you, is to shine my light and hopefully engage in some community and some mutual support with the rest of you out there who are also committed to living as healthfully and happily and authentically as you possibly can. So looking into those areas of heart connection, of being outside, of doing what you love, of career fulfillment, relationship fulfillment, enough time in the sun, drinking enough water, sleeping enough, resting enough, having enough playtime, time where you're letting yourself be, where you're letting yourself relax, other forms of nurturance and nourishment, massage or body work treatments, even if it's as simple as rubbing your own feet with some nice oil, using some essential oils yourself, all these different areas where you can show care and love for yourself. So really giving yourself like that wide view of, are my needs getting met, as these emotional and mental things come up. Where's my spiritual practice? Is it there? Do I maybe need to spend some more time breathing every day? Maybe I want to engage in more meditation or prayer or yoga nidra. Check out the playlist. I have practices for you. Yeah, I need to breathe right now. So as we lose weight and our fat cells shrink, all this crap is released into this bloodstream. Everything that we're storing in terms of like physical sludge is coming back out to be circulated and released as we lose body fat, as we lose weight healthfully and slowly on a low-fat raw vegan diet. And all of the mental and emotional energy that's stored up in those fat cells is also being released. So maybe the time when you are actually putting on that weight for most of us tends to be, maybe something gradual with age, but stored up in that is emotions, is thoughts, is different patterns, is really deep energetic stuff. Maybe it's the reason you were going to that pint of vegan Ben and Jerry's, or not vegan Ben and Jerry's, or the more than a pint, and ordering an entire pizza, whatever it was, eating an entire box or sleeve of vegan or non-vegan cookies, the motivation behind going to food for that comfort, that's all like stored up in the fat. So like when we're stuffing our feelings down with food that later becomes excess body weight and toxic fat on the body, then when we're releasing it, all of that is being released again. So it's almost like this delayed response to the moment 2 years ago or 20 years ago when you were chugging the olive oil down with your mashed potatoes or whatever it was you were eating, the giant ribeye steak and, souffle. I'm thinking about really fancy food right now. It's funny. That it's like this whole time lapse happens, right? You're not dealing with the emotion in the moment. You're making this unhealthy food choice. It's being stored as body fat. And then 20 years later or 2 years later, when you are actually raw and doing it the healthy way, the low fat way, the slow weight loss way, focusing on your health, it's like now is the time you're actually going to be feeling that feeling that you chose not to feel and instead chose to numb back at that point in time 2 years ago, 20 years ago, however many years ago. So y'all, it always catches up with you. It's all there all the time. And the good news is, you can be with it now. You really can. You have what it takes to be with that feeling now. You have what it takes to be raw, stay on your healthy plan right now in this moment and be with that feeling and just sit with it, feel it, really like kind of cozy up with it, curl up with it, and there's enough space for it. Just feel it to heal it. It's uncomfortable, it's painful, but the good news is it's temporary. And there's nothing that you have to do to liberate it. It is a self-liberating energy. It is an energy that is already liberated and liberates itself. So it's just an experience that you allow to pass through your being and then let go of. You don't have to repress it. You don't have to stuff it. You don't have to compartmentalize it. You don't have to take it on as yours. You don't have to identify with it. You don't have to attach to it. It's just something that simply needs to be felt, acknowledged, and then shine some awareness on your experience of it. Just awareness. Oh, that's anger. Oh, that's loneliness. And just that awareness of it shifts from I am lonely, I am angry, to that's loneliness. Okay. And see the difference there? It's not like an identification with or attachment to the loneliness or the anger. It's simply an awareness of that energy. And then with that awareness, the energy is able to shift. The energy is able to just move through because, again, it's self-liberating. You don't have to do anything other than be aware. So yeah, that's the good news. And you got this. Now's not the time to order the vegan pizza or the steak or any of that. Stay with your plan. Get the results you want. You're strong enough now. You have to believe that you're strong enough now. And if you slip, you just get right back on, because again, you are strong enough. There is space. There is space for all of this. And you're capable of releasing the weight, releasing the toxicity, dealing with the emotions, dealing with the energies and motions, and just plug and play the parts of your lifestyle, being honest with yourself about where your needs are getting met and where they're not, and making sure that where they're not getting met, you make space, you make time, you make concentrated effort to get those needs met. At the very least, you're aware of them. At the very least, you're aware of them. And again, that awareness is powerful, y'all. That awareness is very, very powerful. So let me know in the comments how it's going, y'all. Low fat, raw, vegan weight loss. It can be tricky. This is the point where people tend to, fall off the bandwagon, so to speak, and eat some cooked food or eat some food that's not on their plan, or, otherwise go a little nutty nut. So don't do that, y'all. Just be aware, reach out. I am here to help. I'm here to shine light, share light and community, and we really can support each other. So just putting that out there, sending you love right now. Take care of yourself. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe for more. And I love you, sending you love. Take care. Much love. And namaste. Be gentle with yourself, dear one.